NXT, NXT. Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. Man, NXT has been killing it as of late. Not just in WWE, but also in WWE figure form. We got a lot of NXT. We have the New Elite, and we also have Johnny Gargano and Ciampa in this one. And this is a Walgreens exclusive. Pretty sure that's the NXT figures, but we're going to find out. My biggest concern is this box. Look at this. I ordered off eBay, and it literally looks like it's been repackaged. So cross your fingers that it's actually the New Elite Walgreens exclusive. Right here. Ember Moon. Look at this. I know, some of you might have seen the toy hunt. This is the only one that we found in the wild. Nice that we actually, because, I mean, anybody that orders off eBay, you guys know, these new figures, they want way too much. But, you know, we got to put out the content for you. In the package, I got to say, she looks amazing. I mean, right behind her, you can see her name right there in lettering. We're going to take a closer look at it for sure. We're going to get her out. There she is. She's giving you that look. That look like the only way I'm capturing that NXT women's title is that if Asuka gets called up to the main roster. And that's basically what happened. I mean, I'm not saying that that's the only reason, but seriously, there was no way that belt was going to come off that woman. I mean, she had one of the long... Yeah, she did. She actually not only broke Goldberg, she's definitely the longest reigning. And I know, this is not an Asuka figure review, but yeah, I mean, you guys remember NXT Takeover, Asuka had presented her with the belt. She had stepped down. Well, not stepped down, but again, she never lost it. She technically never lost it. And, Ember Moon, she was there. And she was hoping that she would have been one of the first ones to capture that title after that incredible long reign, right? All right, so inside we are getting a few things, a few accessories. Here's the backdrop right there. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, so right underneath her name, it does have it's pretty much like a shadow of her right there, right? Because that's kind of what she's all about. She's all about that darkness. You can see the trees right there, a bunch of leaves wrapped around the actual name itself. She's very, very mysterious. That was my first reaction that I got from her when I saw her make her debut in NXT. I was like, man, who is this? Who is this woman? She's got these crazy look at her eyes. And I know I was going crazy on the hunt when I looked at her, and I'm telling you, she's like, if you look at her long enough, she'll make you do things you don't want to do. Here's the attire right there. So this vest that you're seeing right here, we're going to take it off. It is a removable vest. It looks like it's already clipped off right there on the front. We got a nice little sash over here on the left side, your right. It's got nice gold trim over here. It's got the red. Let's take this off so we can get a closer look. The kick pads, it kind of has I would call it like a leopard print design for sure. I think that's probably, and it just comes right off. It looks like it doesn't even wrap around. Here's the mouthpiece right here. It's just basically, it goes on. It kind of like the shield masks. If you don't remember the shield masks, they just basically you squeeze the sides of it so it stays on there nice and tight. But it's got it definitely has a lot going on. It's got a little split down the middle, a lot of line work, just like how she wears it right there. Did they capture her? Oh, definitely. Look at this. Her hair is definitely all there. Of course it would be there. What am I saying? You know what I mean? Like the way that they did the highlights right there towards the bottom. They did a great job for sure. I think they just completely killed it with this figure. Really happy to add this. Again, if you didn't see the review on all four, because we did review all four of the figures. We reviewed Bobby Roode, Roman Reigns, Rusev, and she's the last one, right? I think that's what I forgot to... Okay, so there's the box. I know. Yeah, we saw the box. Come on. So there she is right there. You see what I'm saying? Not only did they capture the highlights in the hair, but also if you look at right there on top of the forehead area, you can actually see her bandana right there. Well, not bandana, but her little hair piece right there. Sorry, I don't do women's hair, so I couldn't tell you what that's called. Someone drop it in the comment section, but it's definitely there. Pretty neat. The eyes, though, my goodness, incredible. So, no, mine turned out pretty good. Mattel didn't botch this one, which is nice. Definitely nice to see. Here's the back side of it. Right there, it's got a nice little bow tie right there in the back area, and the trunks right there, it does split. So pretty nice looking figure. Really happy with how it turned out. They even captured her fingernails. Look at this. That's pretty awesome. Now, let's take a look at the next one, right? This one right here, again, cross your fingers, and I really hope that it actually is what I ordered, because the way that this was packaged, man, well, I mean, inside, it looks like they did add bubble, but just the overall taping job, that was my biggest concern when I went to my mailbox and I got her out of there. I was like, oh, man, please don't let it be someone opened it and just tampered with it and then just retaped it. So here it is. This is a continuation from the first because remember, we have gotten Sasha Banks, and I do have her right here. She came with the Raw Women's title. Becky, she comes with the SmackDown Women's title. So if you do have a lot of Beckys, it's still a nice plus to have this in the collection. I mean, after all, this is the first time that we are getting that SmackDown Women's title. And I know you guys have seen the custom, but nothing compares to the real thing. Let's get it out, because that belt, yeah, I want that belt. I definitely, there's actually no tape on this one. Weird. I wonder if the guy or girl that bought this, no, there is. Sorry, it was it was hard to see. But yeah, I definitely wanted this belt for sure. I think this is definitely an important belt. I mean, after all, it's, the women's belt. Like, yes, we have one in the, I mean, you could have easily made a custom out of the Raw ones, right? Just do, instead of the red, just do the blue in there. But come on, like, oh, that's right. I almost forgot to mention. See, the backdrop on these, on the women's, these are Walgreens exclusives, by the way. They do like some pretty awesome work right there. So you can easily, yeah, I would love to display my women's figures with this in the backdrop. That would be cool. Now I could use a Sasha, because I mean, all women, I think all in all, I think I have like 20 women's figures. So I think if I combine both of them, I think that would look pretty cool. Right here it is. Here is the belt. Let's take a look at the belt first. I think the belt is probably, at least for me, the head scan on this, oh geez, we'll get into that. I know there's a lot of concerns about that head scan, but here's the belt. We'll do a quick comparison from the Raw, because this is the one that came with Sasha Banks right there. So the belt, yeah, it looks like the straps, no, they are the same length. I just didn't remember how long the straps were on the previous figure, but yeah, it's the same length for sure. They should have, again, made it into a smaller scale, just for this to actually fit right on the women's figures, but still pretty cool. Again, only main difference that we're seeing here, instead of the red, we're getting the blue. And yeah, you could have made a custom, but then again, you would have been spending the same price anyways, right? Why do that when you can actually just get this? Now, Becky right here. Let's take a look at Becky. Becky, I know a lot of people were concerned about the choice and head scan for this figure, so let's take a look at it. I think that's probably the first thing we should definitely address. It would only be right. So the head scan right here, I don't know. See, if you were to ask me, I mean, looking at this in person, see, like, she kind of, her usual facial expression is like, she's going to beat you up. This is the complete opposite. I can see her in there for sure. I'm not going to rank it like a solid 10. If you were to ask me, I would, give it like a 7. I mean, the eyelashes, they did a great job with the eyelashes. The hair sculpt is amazing. I mean, they definitely took the time to actually sculpt like all that design right there on the side and on the back. I do love the hairpiece. I think the hairpiece is definitely the best thing out of the head scan for sure. The attire, yeah, I like the attire. It's pretty, yeah, I mean, obviously it's different now. I don't know if she's going to keep that permanently when she, what she wore at the Rumble, but seeing this right here, yeah, this definitely captures the attire, right? The belt right here, it is not just painted on, it's actually removable. I think if you were to remove it, it ain't going back on there. I mean, unless if you're doing some kind of torso cracking, yeah, that ain't going back on there. On the back right here, it's got some pretty nice line work right there. It's got the pockets, the boots right there. So the socks, they actually go, or I don't know if you call, I think stockings would be the right term for it, but they go past above the knee. A great looking figure. I don't know. I would still recommend it, especially for this title. I mean, again, you need this title, right? This is basically the missing link to complete your SmackDown, championship belt. So for sure. Now, next up, this is the last one. This right here. Now, we have made customs of this in the past. So again, if you're new to the channel, first of all, be sure to subscribe, right? Because that's what we do, right? We subscribe because you don't want to miss out on content like this. I mean, anybody can attest to it. I mean, pretty much like when it comes to like new figures, I do my hardest for you guys to try to bring you like the newest content, just for your entertainment. Gargano and, oh, come on. These guys were supposed to be in the first wave, but was it the first or second? Anyways, we should have already gotten these figures a while back. There was some issues though with like Target not wanting to put out that many figures in one line, and that's the reason why we didn't. So if you were wondering like, wait, I thought we were, because if you remember, they were, at least when they showed it at Comic-Con, that's basically like, oh man, this guy really taped it. Thank you, I guess, but you're not making my life any easier, that's for sure. He literally taped all 4 corners. And it's cool that we actually got these in the same series. I mean, anybody that knows these guys, like, not only were they one of the greatest tag teams in NXT history, but also, like, oh man, that rival, it's definitely being revived, for sure. I mean, we saw that at NXT Takeover. It's definitely, let's move this box out of the way. We saw that NXT Takeover, and I'm pretty excited to see these guys just having an epic feud for sure. You know it's going to be great. There's no doubt. These guys, I mean, not only were they a great team, but like as individuals, match of the year candidate right there. For sure. Johnny Wrestling, Gargano, that guy had an epic match with Cien Almas. That was incredible, you guys. I can't stress. Like, I literally, there were so many occasions during that match that I thought that we were gonna see him capture it. Like, I think there was enough spots in there to make it believable to that we were gonna have a new champion that night. Unfortunately, he did end up coming short, and I think the reason why was for these to have this epic feud, right? Because we're gonna see it. We're definitely gonna see it. Not only are we gonna see that feud, but we'll definitely see the figure review on these two. Because one thing I definitely want to do is do the comparison on the customs, and maybe do some fix-ups, right? Do like a head swap from the elites onto the basics. So drop a like if you definitely would like to see that. I'm pretty stoked to have these in the collection. I mean, right off the bat, we're seeing some things that we were not getting with the basics anymore, primarily the articulation. But again, we'll get into it. We'll definitely get more in depth. Hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing / review. And yeah, if you guys want to see that, just like I said, subscribe. Come on. Well, I mean, the ones that are already subscribed, don't push that button, because otherwise you know what happens, right? Until next time, everybody.